Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen Knapp. I'm here with Jerryll Noorden, the CEO of SEO for real estate investors. So we're going to get into everything search engine optimization. I'm so excited. Such an important part of the business that so many people neglect. So thank you so much for being here, Jerryll.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So how about you just get started and kind of explain it? Let's just explain SEO for someone who's not really familiar with it and why it's important.
Yeah, so SEO stands for search engine optimization. It's pretty much what do you have to do to get Google to rank your website. It's flying everywhere. To get your website to rank number one on Google, right? So whatever you have to do to get Google to trust you and establish the confidence that you are literally the best choice for Google's clients. So Google can trust many people, that's fine. But who does Google trust most for this specific search inquiry to provide the most value to Google's traffic? If you can manage that, that is SEO.
Yeah. And what's the phrase? Like, it's something like the easiest way to, or the best way to stay hidden is to be on the second page of Google, something like that.
Yeah. So what I say is you either rank number one or rank number last.
Yeah. It's true.
Number two, sure, you get views, but it trickles down quite quickly. So you need to be number one really to actually get the benefit of SEO.
And especially in this industry where there's so many people, doing the same thing in the same markets, I imagine SEO is so important if someone's just doing a random search of, investor in Portland, something like that.
Yeah, so see it this way, and this is what most people don't understand. We're probably your mastermind deals a lot with investors, probably all investors. And the number one thing about investors is getting leads, right? Motivated leads. Well, see it this way. A motivated seller doesn't go to Google to find a company to sell their house to. Everybody thinks that's the case, but it's not the case. Motivated sellers go to Google to find a company they can trust to sell their house to. And there's a big difference. So cold calling, direct marketing, texting, abandoned signs, all these methods, right? If people just wanted to find a company to sell their house to, those methods would work. And yes, it's very debatable whether they work or not. For my opinion, they don't work. If you have to send 5,000 mails to get one deal, that's a 0.02% success rate. I don't think that's working, but what do I know, right? So if that was the case, if all they want is to find a company to sell their house to, those methods would have worked. All you had to do is say, hey, I buy houses, and it would have worked, but it doesn't work, right? The conversion is so low. So the difference here is when people go to Google, they skim and skip and skim and skip until they find a company or a person that fits their ideal image of the perfect cash buyer to work with is. And if you manage to show that you are what they think they're looking for, if those things match, you show them that they are exactly what they're looking for, then you get a lead. So everybody thinks SEO is very technical, the backlinking and time on page, click-through rate, bounce rate. No, SEO is human. It's psychology. So when I teach SEO, yes, the technical aspect has a place, sure, but that is just such a minimal detail. All we focus on is being loved, being liked, being trusted. That's all we focus on. And people are so surprised that our students, our clients, our people that get into SEO the way we teach it, they're so surprised that our students rank number 1 without a single backlink. And they're still beating everybody else. Why? Because can you imagine?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Imagine, Kristen, every time you do a search on Google, imagine, Google gives something completely random. Okay, just imagine that. And at the same time, every time you do a search on Yahoo, you get exactly what you're looking for. Which search engine would you rather use? Google gives something completely random, or Yahoo gives exactly what you're looking for? Which one? Yahoo, of course, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens to Google if everybody goes to Yahoo? They go bankrupt. So in other words, search engines, I just reverse engineered Google in one sentence. Google and all search engines have only one job. Their one and only job is to return the best website possible. So the question becomes, what is the best website? How do they know what the best website is? And here's where everybody goes in backlinking, time on page, click rate, all these metrics. And here's where they go wrong. So let's take backlinks, right? Everybody says about backlinks. Kristen, when's the last time you checked how many backlinks Best Buy had before you bought a new TV?
Never.
Never. What do you check? Discounts, sport, reviews. You check out the quality of the product. That's value. So can you imagine if Google ranked the websites with the most backlinks number 1, and Yahoo ranks the website with the most discounts number 1, where would you go? Yahoo. So do you honestly think that Google cares about backlinks? No, Google cares about making money. Google cares about making money. How do they make money? By providing value to their clients. What is value? Value is not backlinks. Value is, are the people going to be happy with the site if Google returns that's number 1? So if Yahoo always returns the most amazing value-providing website number 1, and Google always returns crappy sites number 1, eventually, I don't care how many backlinks they have, everybody will flock to Yahoo. So as you can see, SEO has pretty much nothing to do with the technical aspect. Forget backlinking, forget time on page. These are just metrics to double check if what you're doing is correct. What everybody is doing is, do you know the story? Maybe I have no idea if I made it up, I don't know. But back in the day, let me make up a story. Back in the day, you know glycerine, right? This liquid that explodes if it gets dropped, whatever, right? So back in the day when the roads were really bad, they made a rule that says speed limit is 35 miles per hour. For the reason that this thing will explode when you transport it. So time goes by, the roads became better, but the rules never changed. So now people are just blindly following the rules just because those are the rules, but they forgot why the rules were even there in the first place. With these smooth roads right now, you do not need those rules anymore. So that's the same with SEO. So Google says backlinking, so they shut their brain off. Backlinking. Hey, Kristen, I'm going to give you backlink if you give me one. And I'm going to exchange backlinking. So now you're manipulating the rankings. Right? That's all manipulation. So Google doesn't care about backlinking. One thing Google cares about is, listen, if this website has so many backlinks, it means it must be good, right? Sure, it is possible it could be good. They could also be scamming and buying backlinks. So if Google neglects those rules and Yahoo obeys those rules, Yahoo will beat Google. The technology will be better. The value will be better. So when it comes to SEO, it's all about people. It's all about people. Make sure you are loved. Make sure you are funny. You make them smile. Make sure they can trust you. And by the way, hint, hint, wink, wink. If you can make a motivated seller laugh, you won. They will go with you. That is the only thing. Make them laugh. Make them like you. Because there is a difference between, maybe am I talking too much? There's a difference between.
This is great.
There's a difference between credibility and trust, right?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
People don't realize that. So credibility has to do with the believability of your message. How believable are you, right? That's credibility. Mm-hmm. So Kristen, what do you need for credibility? You need proof, evidence, videos, reviews, testimonials, pictures. Mm-hmm. What do you need, Kristen, for trust? Nothing. Trust is an emotion. Credibility is information. So there's a big difference between making people it's a difference between telling somebody something and making them feel something. Big difference. So why is it important? Well, imagine you get leads based on credibility. That's a problem. Because if somebody else comes along with TV ads and a billboard commercial, you lost them. But if somebody gets a lead because of trust is irrational. Mm-hmm. Trust doesn't matter. People will still say, I know you're credible, but I don't care. I can believe you that you buy 3 houses every single day. Sure. That doesn't mean I like you. It doesn't mean I trust you. It doesn't mean you're going to scam me. It doesn't mean you're going to lowball me. It doesn't mean that. But if I trust this guy, do what you want. I'd rather have this guy. Do you understand how, and that's why I'm telling you, we are getting houses for pennies on the dollar, while my competition is offering 3 times as much. They still pick us reliably because we make them laugh. They love us. You will be surprised how many times we walk away from a walkthrough with bottles of wine and cookies and southern tea and pastries and invitations for dinner all the time. So, in a nutshell, SEO is pretty much the study to make people trust you. Because when you do, Google knows that. So remember, Google needs to rank the website that offers the most value, number 1, right? Remember we spoke about that. Okay, so the question still remains, how does Google know which website provides the most value? How do you know that? Again, time on page, click-through rate, bounce rate, backlinking, everybody else has, right? No. The way Google determines which website is the most valuable is obviously the website that generates the most leads, right? Because if every single person sporadically, randomly, chaotically in your entire market continuously picks your website to fill in the forms, Google says, wait a second, everybody picks this website. I don't care how many backlinks they have, because if Yahoo starts ranking him number 1 and I don't, I'm going to be in trouble. So the website that gets the most leads wins. In other words, the website, and why do we get the most leads? Because you have the most value. So what does everybody say? Everybody says rank number 1 and therefore you get leads. Everybody says that. We say no, it's the exact opposite. Instead of saying rank number 1 and therefore you get leads, it is no, get leads and therefore you will rank number 1. So all we do is focus on conversions, never rankings. They're 2 different things. You can rank or you can convert. Choose conversion. If you convert, ranking is a byproduct. If you rank, you will not. Who knows if you get leads? Ranking doesn't mean leads. Ranking means traffic, not leads. It's the being liked, being trusted aspect that gets you leads. And this entire long story, that is the definition of SEO.
I love that. I mean, that was such a good breakdown. I learned a lot from that description. And building that trust, it sounds like it's, that intangible human experience that,
Yes.
yeah.
That is something that is very difficult and very hard to fake.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So many people during podcast, I always have to calm myself down because I get too passionate, right?
I love it.
That's the thing, right? So this passion that that naturally comes across gets detected on a subconscious level by your seller. And if you can package that passion onto a website, you win. You win. The challenge with SEO is, how do I bottle that passion into a website so that when people land on a website, they have the exact same experience as if they were with you. So keep this in mind. So everybody thinks that a website is pretty much a online glorified business card. But stop thinking about this way. So off camera, I told you that there is only one set of rules. And so you have universal rules. Okay? It's one set. We're living in one reality. It's one set of rules. There's no different rules for anything. Different rules have different effects on different materials, sure. But there's a one set of rules. So that said, as long as you obey these rules, you're fine. So rules in this plane, the human physical plane. Lead generation through a website is so difficult, right? Everybody's struggling with it. But I'm willing to bet. Talk to any investor and say, if I give you a motivated seller and their address, I'm willing to bet you will walk away with the contract. You are an amazing closer. Everybody will say that, right? I can close. I'm an amazing closer. How come it's so difficult to convert the lead through a website? But it's so difficult. It's so easy to do it in real life for the same audience. Why? Because in real life, you experience the person in more than one dimension, right?
Right.
The feeling you get, the way you wink when you say, you tap you on the shoulder, say, it's going to be okay, wink, wink. You're like, I got you. That feeling is so easily transmitted because you're there. That feeling is not present on the website.
Let's talk about SEO for real estate investors, your company, and how you help people. I know that there's different models. I know that some people can do it themselves. Some people can, hire you guys to do it. What are the ways you work with people to build trust on the internet?
Yeah, so before we had a course, the era of the course. Remember that everybody has a course. We got into this area quite early, and so we offered the course. And people became quite successful. Like you have students in your mastermind, and I've seen many of our students in your mastermind. Like Laurel buys houses, one of them. We see a bunch more members of your mastermind, and so they got the course. But then Laurel is very successful, and so she can hire a team to do the course. But then we've noticed many people, very, very, very successful people, they don't have the time to sit through a course. They don't even want to learn how to do SEO. That is not their job. They didn't get in the business to do that. So that's why we started offering Done For You. So what we do now is we build the entire website, and we came up with very, very in-house developed strategies. So everybody knows about the standard SEO strategies. But our brand of SEO is pretty much based on what I've been explaining to you. So we have credibility strategies. We have personality strategies. We have competence strategies. So by the way, Kristen, these are the 3 rules for a conversion. Competence, personality, credibility. If you have those 3, you will convert. The challenge is, how do you apply these 3 with a tremendous focus on personality? Personality is always first. You never sacrifice personality, always personality. And so that's how it went. And then, people sign up, people rank number 1. And but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and you cannot shortcut it, right? And so the problem here is that most people, and honestly, I'm getting a little bit burned out dealing with this. So a lot of people come to me with very broken websites, and they don't even know it's broken. And the effect of it being broken usually has an effect 2, 3, 4 months ahead. So when you fix this website, you're going to have to delete all the broken aspects of it first. But people always want results very quickly. So as long as you understand SEO takes time and effort, if you understand that, by all means, go for it and be patient. Because once that is done, when I show people my inbox, people don't believe it. We get so many leads, and they're overwhelming. We ignore pretty much half of them, and we just ignore them. And so I figured, you know what? I love SEO, I love investing, but we stumbled across a technology, an idea. Kristen, if you saw what this thing can do, it's incredible. So we stopped everything. I stopped everything. So we're still doing SEO to fund the new project, and but I pretty much stopped flipping. Like, I have no time anymore for that until this product is done. So we are about to launch this new product. So SEO, like, we are quite good at SEO. That's acquisitions. We're really good at it. But then we realized we have now even an idea that is now a product that deals with dispositions, but not like you think it is. It is like magic. Okay, so anyways, we're diving deep into that, and very happy to say we're launching next week. So
It's amazing.
It's gonna be a very, very, very scary, very exciting.
Do you want to say more about it?
Yeah. I don't know if can I share my screen?
You can, yes.
Let me see, window. Here we go. Okay, Kristen, so we have many tools.
Wow.
Okay, many tools. But this one is one of our biggest one. Okay. Imagine this. Imagine an intelligent machine learning system that records all data, all transactions on that platform itself. So that means if you are a cash buyer and you buy something from our repository, for example, we have a repository here where you can, every wholesalers can pretty much list their properties here, and then you can buy the properties. For example, you can click on the property. So here is the list, and here you see a preview, right? So you can skim through these things without having to change the website, the reload. That's quite simple, but quite proud of. So let's say this one here, and I am going to, let me see if I have a better one. Let's take this one. And I'm going to, so here is your preview. You click on view this entire thing. So now, so this is the repository, right? We are offering this for free. So everybody is going to use this. It's free. So can you imagine you have a deal on the contract and you send to your Facebook groups, right? And when you send the link out, what most platforms do is they hide the picture behind the paywall. You want to see the pictures? Sign up. Not here. You have all data. You click on living room, the living room is here. Let's say click on the rehab budget here, you click on the living room, you get the kitchen. So you see all the repair costs here, right? The conveniently dining room, here's the repair cost, living room, here's the repair cost. And so it's very, very convenient. But this is just a disguise of what the engine really does, okay? But you need to understand this before you move on. Now, you can buy properties from here. Let's say, Kristen, you're a cash buyer. And let's say this is a great property. So you want to buy it, so you contact the owner, you click a message, and you buy it. The system just recorded that Miss Kristen bought the property for $434,000, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, this area, and it starts to learn. This is not just simple AI. This is machine learning. It starts to learn. You get the profile. This thing starts to create a digital avatar of you that can predict your actions. But that's a little bit going too far right now. So anyway, so imagine that, right? So now you have a system that knows everything there's to know about cash buyers. So now, back to this. You have a wholesale deal. This graph is what I call the cost of greed. If you increase your wholesale deal too much, what's going to happen? Cash buyers will start to drop off, right? It was too expensive. If you put your assignment fee too low, you lose money on the table. So what this thing does, it knows for a fact how many cash buyers are interested in this deal. And now you can slide your wholesale fee slider, and this thing will go on and go on and go on until it says no cash buyers left. So when you make a deal, how much do you put for your assignment deal? $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. That's a great round number, fantastic. But why 10,000? Why not 10,100? Why not $13,356? Why? It's just a round number. This system will push your limit until factually it's no longer feasible. So it's no longer guessing, it is factually pushing it until it's no longer feasible. But that's just one thing. So when you go back to the repository, for example, and you click on my property, the reason why this is so important, I'm just showing you one little tool, right? But imagine you can add, you have a folder, this whole thing is on folders, right? See all these folders here? You can add 15 contractors, 3 agents, 15 stagers, 3 lenders, and you dump everything in your folder. What you then do is you assign this folder to a deal. And give me a second here. Give me one moment. Hey. So, here's your folder, right? You dump all your agents, contractors, and whatever in that folder. You assign that folder to this deal. Guess what it does? You click enable, and see all your sliders change. What the system does, it found the best agent combination, contractor combination, lender combination for this deal against all the repair costs. For example, if you have the contractors here, it goes to the deal's itemized cost repairs. It matches the contractor settings because each contractor has their own cost of repairs, their own cost of each line item. It will automatically see what the deal needs. It grabs all the data from the contract, from the agent, the commissions, the lender points, and it finds the best combination of all of them, and it picks it and it runs the deal against it. All automatic. So your numbers are there before you even load it. So every single time you go through a property, because your profile already has all your numbers already programmed in there by default, you never again have to click anything, type anything in. So everything is completely customized to you. So now this system can really predict the best deal, the best everything for your specific numbers, all on autopilot. Completely autopilot. So what that means is, I know I don't have time to show you everything here, but what this means is that this system becomes alive. It's pretty much a living, breathing thing that is going to give you the best deal, the best option, the best contractor, the best agent for that deal, for your preferences in the system. And then.
Wow.
So, I don't think you understand what this thing does because of this, okay? Yeah. So, imagine you want to do let's say a calculator, right? You want to calculate an offer. Because the system is so smart, okay? So you fill in your data, you fill in your whatever criteria you have, right? If you're an agent or you're a renter, you want a long-term, short-term, it all calculates whatever, right? But here's the thing. Right now, there only are calculators, right? It calculates the numbers. If you notice, this is not a calculator. It's a calculizer. It's a combination between a calculator and an analyzer. So let's say you make a deal here, and you can see here that the flipping, this is all insights, like it tells you exactly what you should, what you shouldn't do. But let's say for this deal, you'll make a $8,000 profit. That's very low. All you have to do is click it. Why? It will tell you exactly why your deal is $8,000.
Wow.
For example, it tells you the high purchase price is limiting your profit, the low ARV, the market trend is going down, do this, don't do that. So it's no longer a simple calculator. It's a calculizer. And the biggest thing is this. Are you getting bored?
No, no, not at all.
This is one of our flagship items as well. It's called Offer Aid. When I told you that there is the system has all these things calculated, right? I mean, it's as all your data, as all data of all the cash buyers. Can you imagine going to a walkthrough and you have like 300 cash buyers whispering in your ear, if you offer this amount, I will buy that house guaranteed. Can you imagine? Do you know how much confidence you have making that offer? Do you know how you can get deals signed and deals accepted, knowing that if you get this thing signed, a buyer will absolutely 100% buy it? So how does this work? Well, the system knows exactly what buyers are buying, right? They know because it has data that tells you a buyer will buy this. How this thing works is these sliders here are your deal numbers, okay? ARV, seller offer, and whatever, okay? So you guess the seller offer. So ARV, if you're guessing, it means you really don't know exactly what your ARV is, right? So the system will find, so what this thing is, it will find you an offer that works. It's an offer generator that will make you money. So if your setting here is exploring, then the system will say, okay, you have no idea what the ARV is. I'm going to give you a lot of tolerance range. But if your system here is appraisal, like if an appraiser gave you the ARV, it's quite accurate, right? So this thing will tell you, okay, the tolerance is very low, so I'm not going to switch it around very much. Do you follow so far? Mm-hmm. Okay. So same with seller offer. These are your numbers and these are your tolerances. And these are your resistance. So let's say I want my assignment fee to be $23,000. And I want it to be fixed. I don't want you to change it. This is your slider. It will calculate the offer based on your settings and what buyers are buying. So, Kristen, see it this way. What the system will do first, it will calculate an offer, a pure offer, meaning no wholesale fee, no opinions, no nothing. This is the pure offer. This is what the market value will tell you it is, okay? So that's the offer. Now imagine I raise that offer until only 25% of the buyers are interested. You follow me? Mm-hmm. That is the limit. How about I lower the price range until 80% of buyers are interested? Now I have a bubble. As long as the offer remains within that bubble, the cash buyer will accept it, right? Because it's data. It's not a matter of hoping. The system shows that the cash buyer buys these properties. Kristen in California, she buys this house. She already have shown evidence she buys this house. So the system will generate an offer based on that range. So do you see here? Fast sale, highest profit, buyer match, balanced. Fast sale means, imagine the range is between 100 grand and 200 grand, yes? Mm-hmm. At 100 grand, 80% of buyers are interested. At 200 grand, 25% of buyers are interested. So let's say you can get away with an offer of $125,000, right? What does it mean? It means you have $75,000 left over in the money pot for anything you want, assignment fee, whatever, right? That is still the money pot what buyers will buy. So fastest sale means that $75,000 goes to the seller, which means the seller will accept. The fastest way to the closing table. Highest profit means all that money goes to your assignment fee. Buyer match means all that money goes to the buyer. And here you have balance and here you have custom. So for custom, you can change the settings, make an offer, and it will change the offer and gives you all the offer just changed. Give you all of the insights. What you see here is your custom offers. And here's if you do the highest profit, your assignment fee would be $160,000. while you still have a DAP, means deal acceptance probability. So this offer is so fantastic that pretty much 90% of the buyers will still buy it. Obviously, these numbers are fabricated, so maybe that's why it looks so good. But this is not a matter of hoping. It's not a matter of wishing. This is just data. So what it means is this thing will wholesale for you.
Yeah.
You give it an offer, and this thing will tell you can wholesale for this amount, and it will still do this. And if you think it's magic, all you have to do is tell this, and we'll give you the exact step-by-step calculation on how it calculates the offer, what assumption it took, the equations, and will tell you exactly why you should trust this. And the reason why you should trust is because it's not a matter of hoping. This is data. This is data. If you already whisper in my ear, hey, Jerryll, if you offer this thing for $100,000, I will buy it. And if I get it for $3,000, I know I have $97,000 still for assignment fee. So it will take the guesswork out of anything, because right now, this is guesswork. I don't care how many times you run the numbers. It's always guesswork. You make an offer and you're hoping a buyer will buy it. You're hoping. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, but I know I will be talking forever. So anyways, we're working on this thing. You want to know the I'm going to share a top secret project that can be launching as well, okay? Take your phone, take a picture of any walkthrough, and it will automatically give you a line-by-line itemized repair cost based on your profile settings. So from walkthrough to repair cost will take you literally probably 1.3 seconds.
Wow.
And it will take the numbers from your profile. So in your profile, you have your own numbers already preset. So anybody that signs up for this thing here, you go to the analysis settings, you go to your settings here, and all your settings are preset. Your buy box, your behavioral analysis, and every repair item is there. So all your costs, lipstick, fixed, standard fixed. If you're a cash buyer and you already have your cost of repairs and you have repaired for contract, you have all your numbers already, it's there. So anytime you go to the repository and you go to a contract, what it does, it will retrieve those numbers and it will calculate these numbers for you. And if you do not agree with these numbers, these are the wholesaler's numbers. And let's say you say, oh, installing a stove, $2,000. It's not $2,000. It is a lot more. This is my number. So you click on your numbers. You click on the high-end fix. So you can go to each repair cost and you can just, this is correct. This is wrong. I'll take my number. So it takes your number from your profile, and it will automatically update everything, and it will run all your numbers and everything. So it's pretty much from what this thing will do is there are no more errors. There's no more hoping or ifing. Mm-hmm. This is just data. And I hope this thing will change the game. It will absolutely change the game. Especially because right now, this system knows all buyer demands, everything. And it's not just buy box. So you know what a buy box is. This is not buy box. This is called what we call the smart match during the smart match engine. What this thing is, it will record all your behavioral and how you behave in the system. So in your buy box, you may say, I buy California houses for $200,000 maximum ARV. That's your buy box. But then you buy a property for $400,000, $600,000. And so what you tell the system is not how you behave on the system. So we have both buy box and we have behavioral data. So the smart machine learning is going to start learning how you behave. And then it's going to start getting you deals based on how you behave. So it's very intuitive. It becomes alive. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I have a feeling I'm talking way too much.
That's
so
amazing. No, it sounds like revolutionary within the industry. That sounds like it's going to help a lot of people. So, and you know what you're doing. I mean, you have a great background where you know it all. You know how to do all this stuff.
yeah, that's all I do right now.
Yeah, this is amazing. So I'm so happy because you said this should be out by the time this podcast airs. So what is this called? REI Link?
REI Link.
Yeah.
Correct.
So everybody please check that out. And then also check out, how can they find your SEO business?
SEO for least investors to do it. Google search. We're good. We're probably ranked number one.
Ranked, yeah.
But yeah,
I bet you're ranked pretty high.
yeah. It's SEO for realestateinvestors.com.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's how you can find me. It's quite easy.
Yes, amazing. So everyone, please check that out, and also pay attention to REI Link. This looks like it can help so many people and save a lot of guesswork and really, help people get stuff done faster and more efficiently.
Yeah.
So this is
and go ahead.
No, please go.
All I want to add is what we always try to do is we always try to help the little people, right? So we're always trying to make this as cheap as possible. So this thing literally starts at $14, literally. So other platforms out there, you pay $99 per month, whatever. We really try to make this affordable for everybody, and that's why the repository is completely free. So just use it. Cash buyers will obviously love this because, maybe I'm biased, but I find this profile is beautiful. I think it's so beautiful, and everything is right there. It's right there, the click of away. The rehab, the financials, everything is right there. It's so easy to go through, and then obviously you can play with everything in real time.
It's amazing.
So yeah, we are so proud of this. We are so proud of this.
Yes, this is amazing. So everyone, please check it out. And thank you so much for being here today. This has been so informative, and I'm so excited for REI Link and where it goes.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And if you love this podcast, please subscribe. So thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.